All right, here we go. So I'm going to clean up this dialog as promised a few different ways, a couple different ways in Resolve and Fairlight. I'm going to use a third-party plugin, Clarity VX, and then I'm going to go into SpectraLayers and then compare them all. I'm going to start off by selecting all my audio tracks. First thing I'll do is take these clips and I'll create what's called a compound clip. Just make this one audio clip, which would be easier for my purposes. So I'll right-click and just tell it to create a compound clip. All right, so select both clips, control click or right click, create. I'll try to move fast, but I'm going to do it real time. Okay, now the compound clips are all created. I'm going to select them all. Actually, just the audio clips, so there's no confusion to the viewer. And I'm going to do another control click, right click, and we're going to normalize the audio levels. And we're going to normalize these all independent to -9 dBFS. They all came from the same take, so they should all adjust accordingly. And you notice the waveform group and adjust it. Now let's get right into it.
I'll start with cleaning up some noisy dialogue. I'll try various tools within Resolve and other third-party tools to compare which sounds best in this case.
Okay, now that you heard it, I'm going to use the voice isolation. Easy way, we can do this on a clip level. See, if I select the clip level, it's here. And also, you'll notice if I select track level, by selecting over here, it's going to reflect track level.
Noisy
All right,
dialogue.
So play.
I'll try
arm
within Resolve and other third-party tools to compare which sounds best in this case. I'll start with cleaning up some noisy dialogue. I'll try various tools within Resolve and other third-party tools to compare which sounds best in this case.
Sounds decent, not much artifact. Moving on. I'm going to go into the Fairlight page. Now before I go, that exists also in the cut page. If you're working in the cut page, same deal. You've got a track level and a clip level access to voice isolation. Also the dialogue leveler, that can come in handy. Make all your dialogue uniform, and also the music remixer, which is Fairlight's and Resolve's version of stem separation. All right, now moving on, move into the Fairlight page. Select here. There's also keystrokes for all that. All right, now that I'm in Fairlight, once again, you can see you have access to the track level voice isolation. Simply select it, play.
Try various tools within Resolve and other third-party tools to compare which sounds best in this case.
Only what's necessary.
I'll start with cleaning up some noisy dialogue.
It's just with the knob instead of a slider. All right, so I'm going to get rid of that. You can also do noise reduction, which is real fun. So within the effects, Fairlight audio effects, you have a noise reduction effect. So I'll just drag this onto my clip. And there it is. Let's expand this clip a little bit just to make life easier. So the trick with this noise reduction tool is to find an area so that the tool can sample the noise. So I'm going to select this area here, place it on a loop, start the loop playing. Got a little pop in there. I'm going to see if I can work around the pop. Let's try another section. I just want the noise, no pops. Okay, that's better. Sampling the noise. Now here I can listen to the noise only. And I can look at my adjustment. Now I could do all these manually, but this really works well with the learn algorithm. So I'll learn the noise and notice how it's adjusted and it's learned it. So I'll get rid of the loop. And let's play this, and we'll hear
I'll start with cleaning up some
the
noisy
noise reduction
dialogue.
in effect.
I'll try various tools within Resolve and other third-party tools to compare which sounds best in this case. I'll start with cleaning up some noisy dialogue.
Much cleaner.
I'll try various tools within Resolve and other
I
third-party
lost a
tools
little
to
level. Maybe
compare
they have a
which
little
sounds
makeup
best
level.
in this case. I'll start with cleaning up some noisy dialogue. I'll try various tools within Resolve and other third-party tools to compare which sounds best in this case.
All right, so that's the noise reduction tool, which does wonders within Resolve. Now let's go into our third-party effect. So instead of going into Fairlight, I'm going to go into the VST effect, and I'm going to select Clarity VFX Mono. This is a mono track and a mono clip. If I dropped it here, this would be a track effect, which is also the equivalent of selecting my effects here. See, so you can go in here and do all your restoration, select your VST here. All right, but I want to do this on a clip base level, so I'll just, make sure I'm dragging it to the clip, and there it is. And again, this is just one dial.
Compare which sounds best in this case.
Dial it in.
I'll start with cleaning up some noisy dialogue. I'll try various tools within Resolve and other third-party tools to compare which sounds best in this case. I'll start with cleaning up some noisy dialogue. I'll try various tools within Resolve and other third-party tools to compare which sounds best in this case.
I like that. Very good tool. Very good tool for cleaning up. Okay, and the third way, I'm going to take this clip out and go into SpectraLayers. So moving back on, let's go to the clip here. And I want to export. Now this is a compound clip that I've created. So this compound clip is not the original clip. So it's basically stored in a temporary bin within Resolve. But what I like to do is just export the clip because I want a separate element. So I'm going to go into the deliver page where I'm going to export, marked in and out. I'm going to go audio only. Know my location. I've already got this named. I'm going to do a WAV file. I'm going to do 32-bit. Just for simplicity, I'm going to output the stereo. I could go and change this and output mono, but for simplicity and to get any other effects that I might have added on to the clip, I'll output this. Let's add this to the render queue. Let's go here and let's just render it. Boom, there it's done. I like to just go reveal in the Finder. There it is. And as promised, I'm going to just open this up with SpectraLayers. There's my file. It's a stereo file. I could easily convert this to a mono if I wanted, but I'm not going to bother for the demo. All right, so first thing, I'm going to adjust this amplitude setting so we can see a little bit better what's going on with the waveform. Okay, so deal with this is the same with the noise tool in Resolve. I'm going to select an area that has some, not dialogue, but still contains the noise. I'll go open up my denoise tool and let's preview it. Let's cut the loop on. Let's preview this. Okay, it's a good preview. All right, so I'm going to register the noise, which is going to actually sample that noise. Okay, I'm going to change my preset to strong. And let's preview. Just the change in the waveform here, how it cleaned out everything here. Let's take this strength down to light. Watch the waveform, see what happens. Didn't quite clean it out as much. Strong may be a little too strong with some artifact, but I want it clean. So I'm going to select strong. I'm going to get rid of the bounding box, and I want to do the entire clip. Now watch the waveform again when I hit, and here we go. There it is. So you can see a visual change. And if I play it,
I'll start with cleaning up some noisy dialogue. I'll try various tools within Resolve and other third-party tools to compare which.
All right, let's continue. So that's half the job. Now what I could do, I can export this file, or I could actually just update the existing file. I tend to like to keep my original files clean, even though that's a compound file, in case I have to go back to it. So I'll just export my mix down. And I'll export that same location. I'll just name it Compound 4 SpectraLayer Fix. And we'll save that. 32-bit float. It's going to export that. Done deal. I'm going to close SpectraLayer. Now, when I quit, it's going to also ask me, do I want to update that compound file? No, I don't want to. Now, there you can see I have my other file here. So let's just go into, let's keep it simple. Let's go into Resolve. There's lots of ways to bring this in. I could use the media tool, etc. I'm just going to drag this in. I like the drag and drop capabilities that we have. So I'm going to drag this on track 3 at this location. Snap right to there. I'm going to just mute this clip because I'm not going to use it. So again, I'll just go into my clip attributes, audio, and you could mute right there. So that's muted. Right here, while I'm in here, I'll show you another deal. I could go into this track and I could change this track type to mono. I can go in here and change this clip attributes also to mono. Just letting you know that's how easy we can do that. So now I'm back to a mono track.
Tools to compare which sounds best in this case.
Listen.
I'll start with cleaning up some noisy dialogue. I'll try various tools within Resolve and compare which sounds best in this case. Cleaning up some noisy dialogue. I'll try various tools within Resolve and other third-party tools to compare which sounds best in this case. I'll start with cleaning up some noisy dialogue. I'll try various tools within Resolve and other third-party tools to compare which sounds best in this case.
So there you have it, all three. My favorite, of course, is SpectraLayer, but what you can learn from this is that even though SpectraLayer worked, sometimes you have to consider, is it faster to just remain in Resolve and do everything I can within Fairlight with the tools and my third-party tools? Or is the thing just needs so much work that I have to exit the program and go into SpectraLayers? Most of my work and fixes I can do in Resolve, I can do in Fairlight. Extreme situations are only when I'm working on music and other restoration projects will I work exclusively in SpectraLayers. Like I said, Resolve and Fairlight is very robust and there's a lot you can do in it. So I'm going to cut it short. This video is long. Anyway, thanks for your time. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for your patience. Keep making music. Keep doing sound.